shit, my chicken's burning. Yo, so this is my first video for our prep series. For those of you who don't know, I'm basically going to be doing videos every week, maybe every 2 weeks, to try and show what's changing throughout my prep for my first competition. I haven't seen many of these out there, so I've seen more experienced guys showing their competition preparation videos and stuff, but I haven't seen anyone's first show being pushed out. So hopefully this will give like a good insight to anyone that's thinking about competing, or maybe answer some of the questions that people have got about competing. I'm going to be showing my check-in photos every week, hopefully, to show you what's changed with my physique, the minor details and stuff. And then I'm going to be showing you my calories and my exercise, and maybe towards the end water manipulation and just any little things, any little details like that that people want to know about. Obviously, this isn't the be-all and end-all of competition prep. I might be doing something that other people don't find effective. You might go into a competition and do something different to what I've done, so vice versa. But this is just what's worked for me and what me and my coach are going through at the minute to try and bring me up to where I need to be for September. Get into week 12's check-in photos so you can see where I'm actually at the minute. Okay, so this is obviously, I'm going to go through some of my managed poses. I try and keep it the same lighting, or the same pace each time I do my check-in photos, so that I can get the most accurate picture of what is changing and whatnot. Because in different lighting, as you probably all know, you can look different ways. You can look leaner, you can look fatter, basically, not leaner. So I've chosen this place back home to take all of my check-in photos at roughly the same time, with natural light as well, so it's not the best. Obviously this is my front double bi. You see I've started to get striations in my quads. Not cross striations yet, which is what I'm aiming to have. The vacuum is sort of coming along. Here on the side, you can see my calf starting to come through there. There's not that much definition in the hamstring. You've got a little bit of vascularity coming through on the chest. Not that many striations showing through there. I'm not obviously as lean. I'm still around 12 weeks out, so I've still got time to strip all of that excess off. And then go into the back shot. Bearing in mind I've had to put timers on for these photos this particular week, so it's going to be not the best of posing, a little bit rushed. But yeah, that's the back. And then the back of that, a little bit wonky, but again, I'm not really worried about the posing so much on this particular thing. I'm worried about what condition my body's getting in. That's the front lat spread there. So each week from the check-in photos, my physique's going to be having some minor changes, which is going to be good. At the moment, I'm currently just under 12 weeks out. My calories are still high, so I'm on 3,500, which is fine. I'm still having high energy in the gym and whatnot. Obviously that's going to change as we go on. I'm on 3 times stepper per week for my cardio, which is 20 to 25 minutes. On average on that, I'm burning around 250 calories, so that's put me in more of a deficit, and hopefully bringing my leg condition up a piece just by choosing the step up. I'm currently having 4 litres of water average a day. That will help me later on with the water manipulation. So if I get my body ready now to have lots of water, it's going to keep on getting rid of it. I'm drinking loads, and just conditioning my body to just get rid of that water from this far out. So then, as well as keeping me hydrated with all the food intake and whatnot, and help me keep my energy high and whatever, it's also get my body used to getting rid of it, so then when I get down to peak week and it's time to use the water manipulation, my body's just going to still be used to getting rid of it, so I'm going to all of a sudden have it squashed out, and then my body's going to continue to get rid of that water even though it hasn't got it. So I'm going to stop the water after having it for so long. It's going to continue to get rid of all that water, thinking that I'm going to be drinking more water, so like another 4 litres, which I'm not. So then it's going to keep my body completely dried out for the show day basically. Or I'll be lean anyway, and that's just going to help dry me out and give me that grainy look even more. Okay, so another point I want to make, from the check-in photos and whatnot, I would say I'm a little over 10% body fat. People might be like, well, why don't you just get it checked on the checker or the pincers, which I don't think are accurate at all really, because depending on slightly different places of the same area, you're going to get different results, and how hard you're pincing it and whatever, it's quite inaccurate. And the DEXA scans, personally, I think they're not very accurate either, because I mean, they're probably the most accurate way out there. The 4-point ones, the one where you're just standing on the pads and then you're holding the thing. But I don't know, I've had mixed results from the start of the workout to the end of the workout. My body fat percentage has changed. Last week I done a DEXA scan at the, after my workout, which was about midday, and I got 10% bang on the money. And then 2 days later, so I skipped the day, next day I then done the DEXA scan again at exactly the same time after my workout, with basically the same intake of calories and whatnot, and the same, roughly the same water, and I got 12.7. Now I know that I didn't go up 2.7% body fat in 1 or 2 days. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over my visuals and say that I'm probably just a little over 10%, which isn't too bad. So another thing that I'm doing again, which I didn't do for a while, but now I'm on prep, I kind of need to keep bang on it, is tracking my steps with my Apple Watch. Again, it's not going to be 100% accurate, because you might do something that insinuates a step, like I've moved like that and my watch has picked up as a step, or it hasn't tracked on the steps, blah blah blah, vice versa. But it helps to try and keep my knee as stable as it possibly can be. So at the moment I'm on about 10,000 steps a day. So if say I'm on like 7,000 or 6,000, or I've done something where I've had to like drive really far, or I haven't been moving about as much, I'll try and make the effort and go out for a small walk or something to try and keep that NEAT as close to it can be every single day, so I'm not having big variations in calories versus out. Right, just one for people that don't know what NEAT actually means. It basically stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So basically, in short, that means calories that you're burning without being planned. So like not calories that are burnt through you going out and doing your cardio and stuff. It's like, it can be anything from as little as someone that bounces their knee basically when they're talking, or if they're just sitting down, that's burning slightly more calories. So that's increasing your NEAT, which is like the calories that you're burning, which is unplanned basically. It can be something like that. It can be the more you're moving about when you're talking and stuff, and the more you're moving your hands about, that's all just increasing the NEAT. So when I'm walking about, just for my day to day, and I'm walking about at work, and it's just completely unplanned, that is my NEAT basically. So that's why I'm trying to keep the steps at least to as close as I can each day. So I'm trying to keep the NEAT, I know it's not going to be 100% accurate, but I'm trying to keep the NEAT as stable as it can be throughout each day. So I know calories in and calories out is going to be bang on basically, because the more accurate you can be, the more you can fine tune on the points that you actually need to adjust, because it could be literally the slightest difference that edges you between someone else in the show. Another point just quickly on the NEAT is a lot of people might be sent home now thinking, oh, having a high NEAT, so high calorie outtake that isn't planned, is really good, but not in all circumstances is it going to be good. Basically, for example, if you're on a diet and you're trying to get shredded and you're on 3,000 calories, and you currently are in an office job where you don't really walk about too much and you're not really burning that many calories that aren't planned, then you're only going to be, let's say your maintenance is like 3,200, so you're already in 2 calories a thousand, so you're already in a 200 calorie deficit, and then you have a change of jobs or change of circumstance, and you end up becoming a Tesco's trolley pusher where you're walking 12,000, 13,000 steps a day when you was only walking like 3,000 previously in your office job. Then your NEAT's going to be going through the roof, and you might be burning an extra like 600 calories. So now, instead of being in a 200 calorie deficit, you're now in an 800 calorie deficit. Again, some people might be thinking, yeah, that's not bad because now I'm burning more calories, I'm losing more weight. For some people that might be fine, but for people that want to retain as much muscle mass as they possibly can whilst stripping off the body fat, they don't want to drop calories that quickly, because dropping calories that quickly is going to not only burn away the fat, but your body's going to start eating into your hard-earned gains that you've made, and you don't want to start sacrificing the gains for the calorie deficit. Do you know what I'm saying? If you've worked really hard for a year or 2 years to try and build up, and you've been on like a bulk, then you don't want to strip back too quickly and then end up getting rid of the muscle that you've worked so hard to obtain. So yeah, just coming to the end there then. If anyone has any other questions that I haven't covered throughout this video or throughout the videos that I'm going to be putting up in the future, and please just give me a comment or direct message me and talk to me and ask me anything you need to know. There's going to definitely be things I've missed out that people are going to want to know about or see, basically, like maybe some training or anything. Yeah, again, just comment and then or message me and I'll try and get back to you as best I can. Please, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe. Until next time, let's get some gains. Boom.